Mary Jean Wesche, la editora de la revista oficial del Mustang Club of America. Now we are at the end of the day driving the 2015 Ford Mustang with someone who really knows a lot, not only about this one, but pretty much all the Mustangs in history. Mary Jane Wesche, she is the publisher of the magazine for the Mustang Club of America. How are you, Mary Jane?
I'm great. How are you?
Excellent. So, long day, but well, time well spent, huh?
Very well spent. Fun day.
Yeah, fun day. So, first impressions of the new car, which obviously you have seen, but not driven, right?
Right, not driven. Today was the first time I got to drive it.
And what do you think?
Extremely impressed.
Yeah, we drove the V8 in the morning.
Yes.
And
it's powerful. It's very powerful, greatly refined. It's a fun car to drive. It has a lot of control. The steering is dead on.
Yeah, you can see all the work that engineers did in that car. I mean, because it's a 435 horsepower, so a lot of power, 5-liter V8 engine. But it's kind of easy to drive, right?
It's very easy to drive. Very easy to drive, even with a stick shift. It's very easy to drive. And you can see why the engineers show so much pride when they talk about this car, because they've done everything right.
Yeah. And you were talking a little bit about the clutch, and that for your personal taste.
For my personal taste, I like a heavy-duty clutch, but this is a very easy car to drive. The clutch is easier than what I'm used to, so It took a little getting used to.
And I guess the reason behind that is because Ford is making this car global now, so it has to go to different markets, and it has to appeal to a much broader audience, right?
Yes, it sure does. They've done the first right-hand drive car.
Yeah.
That a Mustang's never been a right-hand drive production car.
Yeah. So, that's another big news for Ford. With this car, it's going to be global finally. I mean, they're going to be able to buy it in Europe, in Asia, and, well, in South America, I think they sell a few, but not
too many.
Not too many. Mexico, yes. Mexico, actually, I've been tweeting and posting on Facebook all day long. A lot of people love this car.
I'm sure.
A lot of feedback from that. So, I think there's, since I mentioned at the beginning, like, you have a long history with Mustangs, huh?
Yes, I do.
You tell us, I mean, we've been driving all day, and I've been picking your brains a little bit, and it's like fascinating story, because when I say every Mustang, it's true, right?
Pretty much. I mean, there's a lot I don't know. There's a lot I still like to learn, but I've been a fan of the Mustang since 1964.
That's amazing. The year that it debuted.
Yes,
after
at the World's Fair.
Auto Show, yeah.
Yep.
So tell us about that story. How did you fall in love with the car?
Well, we went to the World's Fair when I was a junior in high school.
Yeah.
And we went when I was a senior. We went several times, but the first time we went, I fell in love with the Mustang right then. And,
yeah.
Then we were able to actually ride in it because they had that Skyway ride.
And it was the year, it's like a few months after it has...
It was the day the car was introduced.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time.
Oh, very lucky. And obviously you were into cars, because like a junior at high school...
Right.
Most likely will be interested in other things, right?
Right.
Back then.
Yes, I used to work on cars with my dad a lot.
Yeah.
So that was, I had been a fan.
And then, so you've been attached to this car all your life since then,
life.
Right?
Yep.
You own several of them and everything?
Yes, we have 3.
Yeah. And so, since you have seen a lot of them, I mean, you have seen the evolution, there were some years, like late 70s, early 80s, that Ford didn't do as nice work with it as today, right?
There's some people that are, really, I've always been a fan of the Fox body, and there's some people that in 79 and throughout the 80s into the early 90s, that was the Fox body style.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that really didn't like that particular style. I've always liked it. I have one.
But maybe
actually.
Because it's not like a Mustang. You don't recognize it immediately as a Mustang.
Right.
It can be confused with something else.
Yeah, it was
right?
it was pretty much a drastic change.
Yeah.
But they brought back the 5-liter, which was really nice.
Yeah. And then obviously late 80s and then 90s and now this century.
This car,
a lot of change, huh?
Well, a lot of changes. A lot. And this total redo, this is nothing like anything they've done before.
Yeah. Also a lot of new technology, rear-view camera, a lot of standard equipment, which is pretty amazing because the car starts around $25,000 and it comes equipped with a lot of things, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot that's standard equipment, but there's also a lot that you can do to personalize it for yourself to your own liking.
So you're the publisher for the magazine of the Mustang Club of America. Tell us a little bit about the club, because I understand it's like the official club, like sponsor or like supported by Ford and all that.
It's supported by Ford. It's a national club. It's really an international club. We have members all over the world. And we have regional clubs that belong to the national organization.
Yeah. And what kind of activities, how are people can get involved and all these kind of things?
Well, there's always something going on. We have, all over the United States, actually all over the world. There's cruise-ins, there's activities that the clubs do, family-type activities. There's car shows, there's track events. There's all kinds of different things they can.
And the way to connect to the club is like how can people belong
Well, we have a website. It's mustang.org, and you can go there and find out a lot of information about the club and the activities that we have. You can find a local club in your area on that website as well. You can join the MCA on that website.
And with that, they get the magazine included.
With that, they get the magazine included.
So there's obviously a fee to become a member, right?
It's $50 a year, American, U.S. dollars.
Yeah. And anybody can belong around the world?
Oh, yes. Yeah, we welcome anybody.
That's fantastic. And through your relationship with the club and obviously a lot of the owners of previous Mustang, what has been the reaction to this one?
To the new car?
Yeah.
It's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's been phenomenal. There's always going to be one or two that are going to not like something, but I have really not heard any negativity about this car at all. And when people get out and actually get to drive it, I think they're going to be even more impressed.
Yeah. So we talk about the morning driving the V8, the 5-liter, 435 horsepower. And then we switch to the EcoBoost, which is like the part of the big news also for this year with this car.
It's a totally different animal. What I really liked was being able to change the driving modes and to put it in sport mode. The whole suspension changed, the steering changed, everything changed on the car. It was it's got a place in the marketplace for it. I'm sure that there's going to be enthusiasts that are really going to like this car.
Yeah, and as we were saying, there's always the option for the 5, and then obviously the Mustang always have different versions, right?
Oh yes, oh yes.
So what can we expect? I know that you cannot talk in behalf of Ford, but given your experience covering the brand and the car, what do you think we can expect for the near future with this? Besides the convertible, which is coming up in a few months.
Yeah, pretty soon in the 50th anniversary edition. There's only 1,964 of those.
They probably are sold already.
I'm sure they're probably all accounted for. There's a lot of rumor about a GT350, but nobody said anything official yet. So
But always something coming up, because this is a very, very important car. I mean, for Ford Motor Company, even though probably it's not the best seller, but it's like an image car for them. It's always been, and it's been in movies and TV shows and all kind of things, and so it's really, really important.
Well, it's been in production for 50 straight years. There's never been a lapse in production of a Mustang.
That's pretty fantastic. So, and then you have some news on your own, right? For this 50-year anniversary
of the Mustang. Yeah, this is my last long lead, my last test drive of new cars with Ford, because I'll be retiring on November 2nd.
And then you're going to be enjoying your Mustangs at home.
Yes, I am.
That's the big plan for that new chapter in your life, I guess.
Yes, it is. Take it out and take it for a drive. And
how many you have, you said?
3.
Which ones? Which kinds?
An 87 Celine. I have my husband owns a 2000. It's really badged as a 99. It's the last Celine S351 that was built. It's a coupe. And then I have a 2011 Shelby. That's my daily driver.
That Shelby is your daily driver. Yeah. That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it is very cool. I love that car.
Yeah, and actually a lot of people have loved the car today, through the day. I mean, we have got like really crazy reactions from people.
We sure have. I mean, you get a thumbs up from a Camaro driver.
Yeah, that was the highlight of the day.
That was the highlight of the day.
Yeah, we were driving down the highway, and then like this Camaro black with tinted windows, the guy turns down the window and like gives us the thumbs up. Like, what? Really? Maybe he wasn't the owner of the Camaro.
I don't know. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. So, well, Mary Jane, thank you very much for sharing your time with us today. We really enjoyed it. And good luck in your new chapter. And again, I guess we can like keep watching things on the website and the magazine and everything, right?
Yes, you sure can. Mustang.org.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much again, and we'll be talking soon.
Thank you, Javier.
Este programa fue una producción de National Latino Broadcasting.